The LSAC announced about a week ago, it was kind of actually leaked from their annual meeting around May 30th. Someone took a photo of a PowerPoint presentation they had. They were not planning to announce this yet, but anyway, LSAC, it used to be that there was no limit on the number of times you could take the LSAT, I believe. Then in 2017, they instituted a new limit saying you could only take the LSAT 3 times in a 2-year period, which is quite a limit. They removed that limit, so it was unlimited, which was great. That was part of LSAC's new campaign to be more friendly, in part due to competition with the GRE. So there were no limits at all over the past few years on the number of times you could take the LSAT. But now that they are starting to offer the LSAT more frequently, they're going to be offering it 10 times a year moving forward. They have to start reusing old LSAT test forms because it costs them $750,000 to create a new LSAT test form, a new LSAT prep test of 100 or so questions. So they can't just produce 10 new exams a year. That would cost them way too much money. They don't have the ability to ramp up like that quickly in terms of the production. And so to counteract that, they're actually going to create a new limit on the number of times you can take the LSAT. The details are on lsac.org if you want to see them all. And I'll send out an email to everybody after this webinar with the link to that as well. But basically now you can only take the LSAT 3 times in any one LSAT testing year, and only, I think, 5 times over a period of 5 years. Once you have, or 5 times in a 3-year period, and then once you've gotten a 180, you can't take it again, and you can only take it 7 times over the course of your life. So I know I've said a lot there, but the bottom line is that there are some limitations. It probably won't affect too many people because most people don't take the LSAT 4 times in a single testing year, but these are new limits. They are a result of LSAC's need to reuse old LSAT test forms. So let's say someone takes the Sabbath Observer's exam in February, then LSAC administers that as the June exam in Asia, then they administer it in North America in September. That could theoretically happen, and it does happen, but it's going to be happening more and more and more now that there are only 4 new exams being created a year, approximately 3 of which are released, and then they're administering it 10 times a year. So that is a new limit. Kind of interesting. I wish they weren't doing this because I think it's to the detriment of test takers, but that's what they've got to do. I hope that they figure out a way to create more new test forms going forward, because it's to the students' benefit to be able to take it as many times as you possibly need to reach your highest potential and get the scholarship money or get into a better law school, whatever it may be.